As the world's population grows and urban areas expand with increasing speed, rural Africa appears timeless with age-old traditions and methods still much in use by farmers and herders. But the impact of globalization cannot be ignored, even in the farmlands surrounding Gaborone, the capital city of Botswana.
Yeah, we're here on a farm, and we're doing a demonstration here with our wireless room and bolus, and we're going to insert it into some local livestock and get some data here. We're going to be able to install the wireless room bolus, the WRB, and the Botswana people have been great. The farmers are very enthusiastic about our technology, and the device is ready for their use.
Yeah, Botswana naturally are livestock farmers, and we have approximately more than 3 million livestock in Botswana. And during investigations, we often experience problems of stock theft perpetrated by syndicates, headsmen and head boys, and the market thereof has shown that some butcheries are involved. And we often experience inland and across-border crimes that include stock thefts. Matimela, like you know, Botswana, there's rare rain. Matimela often are animals or livestock that went astray from its owners or from cattle posts and happen to be roaming around and they are not recovered. But ultimately, as and when they are recovered, they are taken to the ponds or to the Matimela kraals for safety and maintenance by government. And during police investigations or police patrols, we happen to realize that some Matimela are killed by stock thieves. Some Matimela are kept by cattle farmers unlawfully. But everybody has a duty to report a Litimela.
It's very difficult. What we do is generally we accept that we are going to lose 5% of the animals, even up to 10% in the open areas, because we are normally in the open areas. So what we do is we plan once a year. We plan for those Easter holidays or something. Then we go into the cattle post and then we drive around. Looking for the cattle, and then if we are lucky, we can find 5 or 1 or 2 of them. Then we bring them back, and then we do that once a year. But if it disappears before you mark it by a brand, you brand it, then that means you lose it. You have lost it.
If we had enabling instruments, unlike in the olden days or the traditional way of tracing cattle, like using the bell, the tracks, if there was something advanced that would enable farmers to maintain their cattle, that I believe it would be handy, because it would reduce the number of Matimela, and as a result, crime would be reduced.
Now, with this new technology that we can use now to track cattle, GPS-based, I mean, it's used all over the world in all other industries. We use it in mining. I'm a professional mining engineer, so we use it in our industry. We use it in civil aviation, So, and then obviously now that almost everybody's got a cell phone, including the head boys, head men themselves, they've got cell phones now. If we can find some way of linking cattle to cell phones, where when you want it, you can actually press and say, look, I'm looking for cattle 1436-1706. And then your cell phone should tell you exactly where that animal is.
Now, through the advent of wireless nanotechnology combined with the power of mathematical algorithms, 2 innovators from Canada have developed a groundbreaking solution to radically alter the ability of farmers to manage their herds.
Today here, just outside Gaborone, Botswana, we've been inserting wireless room bolus into live cattle, and we're going to be able to look at some data here later today. We got the animal secured and we're able to insert the bolus. Just got to get it in past the tongue and we can insert it. So it's easily inserted.
Now, this little technology of yours, I thought it can help me. Huh?
So we'll be able to show you on the screen. If we press here, we can show you where the location is and the overlay of the map. We can pick out where your cattle are. We can also get the temperature, and if we get above a temperature, we'll know that we have an ill animal.
You know, it's, I did a lot of research until I find some guys wandering shepherd Canada. I started making some correspondences with the team in Canada until last year, 2015, we managed to come here in Gaborone to do presentation to the livestock, SADC livestock technical unit, whereby we were able to run a demonstration general demonstration how the wireless rumen bolus works and all that. You know, it was very interesting to find to get a positive response from all the people who were there. Then from there we went on, we set as a team looking for us to launch the product here in Gaborone.
Today's the day. We're here in Gaborone, Botswana. The great day has finally arrived. Look forward to seeing delegates from all the southern Africa countries, and the Minister of Agriculture is going to kick off the event.
Let me assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that I have personally interacted with the wireless rumen bolus management. I have interrogated them deeply. I did not want to leave any stone unturned. I asked them all the questions as farmers would ask. And by so asking, I thought I was representing the ultimate users. Hence, I was comforted in coming to launch this very important technology.
There's going to be a very, very positive impact towards you know, the livestock and wildlife sector through this introduction of the new technology of wireless rumen bolus. It will be able to address and to make farming enjoyable and more, you know, very valuable, because currently farmers, the way they are losing hope in terms of looking at the number of animals being stolen or being taken away from them on a daily basis. It's a challenge. It has been a crisis that the law enforcement have tried. They've built some crawls across the country to try to make sure that they monitor this. But with this solution, it will be able to enable farmers to see where their animals or their livestock is in a given time. And the issue of addressing the outbreak of the airborne diseases like foot and mouth here, those are some of the interesting parts about this solution. So it will make the control to be much easier, because the government has been struggling to get a proper solution. So I believe this technology is coming in the right time, where it's really highly needed by the society and as well as the nation at large.
Yeah, the wireless rumen bolus, to me personally, it looks to be, it would be a very helpful instrument, particularly to Botswana livestock farmers and Botswana in general, because it cuts time. It helps to manage time, and you can operate it from your cell phone and retrieve evidence. It is easy to use. And because of the availability of the repeaters around, I find it easy for use by every farmer, and including myself. I see it to be helpful, not only to the Botswana Police Service, but to the citizenry of this country at large.
I'll tell you, in this country, a man without a cow is not man enough. It's as simple as that. If you are a man and you don't have cattle, you are not man enough. For you to be a man, you need to have animals behind you. And one of the things that I actually say is the fact that, you know what, if you have got $1 million in the bank, you cannot go into the bank and ask, Mr. Bank Manager, show me my money, show me $1 million, and he can't even lay down that you can roll on it. But you go to a farm and then you can go and mingle with your cattle, you can touch your $1 million, you can tease them, you can do that, you can smell them. It's a much more worthwhile wealth. Because I'll tell you, money, you will die looking at it. And it doesn't make anybody happy. But the things that you can interact with naturally, like animals, they are alive. I mean, it's life. I mean, you feel much more, your life becomes more fulfilled.